So what is Raycast? As you can see here, it's a collection of productivity tools, all within an extendable launcher. Let me show you what I mean by this. I'm gonna press a keyboard shortcut right now, and this is Raycast. This is one of its features. It has many like this. But for example, notice that I can perform a Google search from here without going to my browser. I can see my history here, or I can delete it. Let me go here. It takes me to my browser. I can come here to the Raycast website, and here you can see instructions and how to download it, what it is. It's a beautiful website if you want to go and check it out. If you don't have Raycast installed yet, you can install it with this Brew command. If you don't know what Brew is, I have a video. You will be able to find that on the top right corner. But once you have Brew installed, just use this command and you'll be able to get it. In this video, I'm going to be covering a specific feature of Raycast, which is snippets. For me, snippets are just a collection of text that I use quite often. Let's say that you need to compose multiple emails and they are repetitive. You can create a snippet and paste it every time you need it. Let me show you what I mean by this. Let me go to Obsidian right now, and I'm going to bring my list of snippets. I'm going to press a keyboard shortcut here, and it shows me the different snippets that I have created in Raycast. Let me grab one of these, for example, this one that says KKK. You can go up and down here, or you can type something and it's gonna search them. Let me type this KKK. I know this is not the best name now that I think about it. This is just my second level heading. The first one is JJJ. The third one is LLL. So K is just the second letter. So if I press enter here, that is gonna paste that. I can type something here, for example, heading 2. I can come down here. I'm gonna enter another snippet again. Now I'm gonna press LLL, my third level heading 3. Notice here on the outline, you'll be able to see the headings that I added. Something special about this is that it dynamically adds the date. Let me show you real quick. If I come to this snippet and I press Command E to edit it, you will be able to see here that I specified this date format and the day. So that is filled dynamically. And there's also this cursor option, which moves my cursor back to this place after the snippet is inserted. You can use these placeholders by coming to this plus button, and that's where you find them. This is how I added the custom format. Let me show you here. I'm gonna do it on the line at the bottom. Click there, custom format, and it adds this. Then I just added a minus sign. Then I specify the weekday. That's why you see day. Just put it inside brackets here. And for the cursor, I just typed here the 2 pound symbols. You just come here and you click on cursor position, and that's what this is. So let me show it to you one more time. I'm gonna exit out of here. I'm not gonna save, and I'm going to insert a level 2 heading again. So I just press my shortcut, 3 letters, and it takes me there. New heading. The tool that you see here is Obsidian, is where I take notes. If you want to learn more about why I switched from Google Docs to Obsidian, you'll be able to find a video as well on the top right corner. You can go and watch that. This is just one of the snippets that are used. Are they only for programmers? No. Let's say that you need a template for typing emails that you type all the time. You can create a snippet and paste it. Let's say that you use some words all the time, some abbreviations, like for example here. Let me show you what I mean. If I type here semicolon BTT, it expands to that. Semicolon BTT expands to that word. Why? Because I have a snippet. Let me show you that. It's this one, BTT. I'm going to edit it. So it expands because I have this keyword here. So I have 2 options. I can type the keyword, or I can open this launcher and paste the snippet like that. I prefer to use the launcher because at least on my specific scenarios, it's more stable. It works all the time. As to the expand function, it doesn't work for me. Not exactly sure why I changed some settings. Let me go to the Raycast settings real quick so that I can show you. I'm gonna press Command, comma, takes me to the settings. I'm gonna go to extensions. I'm going to come here down to snippets. Okay, so here is snippets. Here you can specify the response time. I set it to delayed, but it doesn't work for me that well. I think that it could be related to me using Vim key bindings in Obsidian. That could be the case, but you can give it a try, see what works best for you. Now, as you can see here, there's also some text replacements that are native to macOS. Let me open my system settings and I'm gonna show you where that is real quick. Okay, so here I'm in system settings. I'm going to come to keyboard, and then here in keyboard, you come to text replacements. These work fine. but they don't work on every app. They work on some apps for me. They work most of the times. But to be honest, Raycast snippets work way better than these. So that's why I prefer them. Here, if you want to modify something, you cannot. You cannot specify multiple lines. They're not dynamic. So for single words, they seem like a good option. But give it a try. See if they work for you. Now I'm going to show you a few of the other snippets that I use and how I use them. I already showed you how I use the headings in Obsidian. Code blocks is another big one for me. Let's say that I'm in my terminal and I want to copy one of the commands back into my notes. So let me go to my terminal. I'm going to copy this. Okay, so I just copied that to my clipboard. Now I'm going back to Obsidian. What I usually do is add a new snippet. I'm going to search for it here, bash. This is a code block. And I'm going to paste my code. So as you can see here, this allowed me to add a code block real quick without having to type this. I use code blocks a lot, so this is quite useful. Let's say that I want to add another code block, SQL for example, and I want to paste something in there. This is not SQL, but I'm just going to paste this that I have in my clipboard just so you can have an idea. And on Obsidian, I can copy this, copy and paste this back into my terminal. So that is a really big one for me, the ability to enter code blocks quickly and easily into Obsidian. Okay, so what else do I use snippets for? To execute scripts. Let me go back to the other screen and I'm going to bring up the snippets. I'm going to search for Docker, for example, and I have a few scripts here. The only thing I'm doing is executing the script that is shown here on the right hand side. So if, for example, I want to execute this script, I just select it, hit enter here. So as you can see, it's pretty easy. And I do this for a lot of different scripts that I have. Let me see which other ones I have here. That is H. Okay, so all of these end with that is H. Notice that that's what I searched here and it detects the text inside the snippet. As you can see in parentheses, these don't necessarily have to be a snippet. Those could be aliases. So you could create an alias in your bashrc or zshrc file to call the script when you enter some specific text in your terminal, but you would have to remember that text. If I use snippets, I don't have to remember. So I can come here and just search for something that helps me find the script that I want to execute. Or if I want to execute a script related to Kubernetes, for example, I have them here. So it's just easier to find them. The way that I bring up the snippets is with a shortcut. I do caps lock semicolon. It brings them up. How do I configure that? Let me go to the settings. I'm gonna go down to snippets. So you can configure a hotkey as you can see here. This little star means hyper, and hyper means the 4 keys at the same time. Command, Option, Control, and Shift. And I do this because it's way easier for me to type that. How did I remap those 4 keys? Command, Option, Control, and Shift to caps lock. I did it with a tool called Karabiner-Elements. If you want to know what that is, how to set it up, I have a video on that as well. You'll be able to find it on the top right corner. Another scenario is if I need to type a markdown link. Let me go back to Obsidian and I'm gonna add a new snippet, MD link. I'm just gonna hit enter here. And here I can type the website and I'm gonna type some text in here, my own blog, for example. That's another use case that I have. And notice that I have it configured to jump automatically to this section. So how do you do that with the cursor? Let me open the snippet. I'm gonna edit it with Command E. And here you can see cursor, which is this placeholder. Another one is for to-do items. If I need to add a new item here, let me go to the top of this file. Here are my tasks. I'm going to add another task right now. I'm gonna add a new snippet. To do, add it. Just gonna type something here. I'm gonna add a due date today, and that's it. Well, let's say that I'm in a different section. Let me go to the section here in heading 2. And I wanna add a new task here. Bring up the snippets to do, and I enter it. New task, and that's added here. You can see it reflected at the top. Okay, so that's the way that I use snippets. If you're interested in this tool that I have here, Obsidian, I'm gonna create another video that shows the plugins that I use, how I do tasks, and I'll be releasing that soon. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the channel, subscribe. If you wanna support me, leave comments down below so that YouTube shows my video to other people. That's it for this video. I hope it was useful, and I'll see you in the next one.